WVE, be a multi-day runner, and is this a ticker poised for the $30 levels, or is this a ticker which is glory days are numbered? You should be locking in profits and walking away from. What's the trend, friends? Today, we're screen WVE under 3 different lenses: the why, the what, the where. The why, we're going to be talking about the catalyst as to why this ticker is running. The what, some stock analysis, where, telling you guys where to get in and where to get out. So without further ado, hit the thumbs up button, and now let's get to work. So let's talk about WVE. So when it comes to WVE, guys, this is a ticker which has been running like massively today, over a whopping 130%. So the first thing we want to analyze is going to be the why, right? Why is it running? Because if we can figure out the why, then we can actually anticipate the longevity of this green that we're seeing and understand whether or not this can actually be a multi-day rally, or is it just one of those tickers which is here today, gone tomorrow, pumping off of some volume, and volume's always fleeting, coming from one stock to another stock, right? However, in the case of WVE, well, guess what? We actually had some news. We had some big news, man. I mean, it's crazy stuff. So let's go over here and let's read exactly what it says. So it says, intraday on positive data for experimental weight loss drug. It says jumped more than 140% during Monday after the biotech company said it received encouraging preliminary trial data for its investigational weight drug WV007, pretty cool name as well. Shares Wavelight said that a single 240 milligram dose of WV007 led to an improvement in body composition and reduced visceral fat masses at the 3 months, and while increasing lean mass. So this is really important, right? Because, you know, the problem with the Ozempic, okay, is that it just makes you shed weight, right? It makes you lose fat, it makes you lose muscle, it makes you lose it all. So what we're seeing over here is that, you know, it's actually increased the lean mass, and it's actually just, you know, targeting these, you know, visceral fat masses, right? It says the drug works by silencing specific genes, so they stop producing certain proteins while preserving muscle mass, said the CEO, and said this was the biggest disadvantage of the GLP-1 drug, such as, there we go, right? This is exactly what I was saying. And so I feel like what they're doing over here is something like a, what's the name? What's the name, man? It's something like a, pretty much goes out and messes with your proteins. Not really messes with it, but it tweaks your proteins. I forgot. It's like all the hype right now in the bodybuilding. I forgot the name of it, but there's like multiple different ones of them. Some are good for your skin, some are good for your weight loss. I forgot the name, so someone maybe can drop it down below. But I forgot the name of what it is. But it pretty much goes out and uses protein synthesis, and it just produces more of what your body already produces. So interesting stuff. Again, I'm not a fucking scientist, okay? But this is amazing news, okay? If you guys don't know already, weight loss is like a gajillion dollar business. So we're gonna go over here and put the news as amazing, all right? Now, I'll tell you guys this, okay? That the stock is on the company and the company's on the stock. And although the news are good, right, there's been so many times where the news is amazing, but the stock is so poorly structured that it can't sustain gains. What do you mean by that? Well, let's talk about it. So what is the stock? The stock is a small piece of the company. Now, this small piece of the company, its valuation is based off of supply and demand, okay? Very good. Now, when there is a small amount of supply and it is a limited amount of supply and we have demand coming in, prices shoot up, okay? However, there are certain times where the supply is small, but it is not limited. What do you mean limited? What do you mean small? It's not small, Sam. Well, if the company has a small float, let's, for example, take a look at this ticker. Let's see if it does have a small float or not. Well, look at this. It's got a relatively small float, 97 million float. So not the smallest, not a tiny, it's more of a mid cap, I would say, $1 billion market cap, right? So let's say that this float that we have over here, right? This supply that we have over here, right? It's right now at 97 million, so it's really not the smallest. So we're going to go over here and we're going to put its volatility at good. We're going to put it at okay, right? Again, it is, yeah, we're going to put it as okay is what we're going to be doing, okay? Honestly, we're going to put it as bad. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to put it, yeah, okay, we'll put it as okay, all right? Because it is, I guess, still sub 100, but it is over $1 billion market cap, so we're going to put it as bad. Now, volatility, you guys may say, oh my God, he's saying there's no volatility. Well, there's obviously volatility after the news, right? But what we're really looking for is going to be, is it going to be able to go on another, like, 500% rally or something like that, right? That's really, and the poor thing about volatility is that it's a double-edged sword, right? Just as fast as things come, just as fast things go away. So you really got to be able to understand and go, hey, you know what? You know, we're in a situation right now where, you know, this ticker is kind of very volatile, but it's not very volatile, but the fact that it's green, it means that it can actually hold on to the gains that it's experiencing right now, which is an advantage compared to others, right? Now, we've talked about the supply, but let's say that the supply is medium, okay? Let's just say the supply is medium. Now, is it a limited supply or is it a continuously being added to supply. Well, how do we know that? Well, we go over here and we take a look at dilution. What's dilution? Dilution, manifests itself in the form of an offering, an S1, S3, whatever it may be. So we want to go over here and we want to take a look at, what are the odds that the company has. There's two types of dilution: new dilution and previously diluted stock that hasn't yet been added. So let's first take a look and understand whether or not this company will have an offering. The number one way of anticipating whether or not a company will have an offering is whether or not they're going to be able to actually, do they need cash or not, right? Are they financially distressed? Well, when it comes to WVE, the company has $210 million in the bank. They're burning $51 million every single quarter, leaving them with 12.3 months of cash. So they do have more than a year of cash left. So they are okay. We're going to put it as okay. It's not good. Over 2 years is good. Cash flow positive is amazing, but we're going to put it as okay. Now, the next thing we want to look at is going to be, hey, have they sold the rights to investment banks and stuff like that in order to be able to actually add to the supply right now? So the supply is small, but is it limited or is it continuously being increased upon? So let's take a look. So when we go over here, that's my it's my impressions class, which I'm taking for my stand-up comedy. For those that don't know, I do stand-up comedy, but that was pretty funny. Quick little segue. Now let's get back over here. What was I talking about, right? So okay, we need to. Oh wait, I was literally on it. I'm tripping, man. Losing my mind. So the overhead supply is actually small, is what we have over here, right? The overhead supply is low, meaning that they haven't sold much shares previously, which is a very good look, right? Meaning that we don't have a leaky bucket situation with the demand, where the demand comes in and it's met with the supply from the bottom being added, right? So that's very good. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put its odds of dilution at okay as well. Now, why are we putting it as okay? Because it wouldn't surprise me if they do come out with a new offering, right? It wouldn't be too surprising considering how semi-low cash they have and how much the stock is running right now. But they're not diluting behind closed doors, which is a good thing, okay? There's that. Now, let's take a look at the short interest. Well, the short interest the past 7 days has actually spiked up by 5%, give or take. It's sitting at 16% short interest right now. And I think that the 16% is probably closer to 30 to 40% because it doesn't count for naked short, synthetic shares, dark pool volume, all those, disturbing stuff that the hedge funds are doing. So it's a lot closer to 30 to 40% than the 16%. But we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put its short interest at we're gonna put its short interest as at okay, right? Again, increasing short interest is not good because it shows that the shorts believe that their stock is actually overvalued, but we're just gonna give it okay right now because it's not increasing with a substantial amount, right? It's only up 5%, give or take. So it's really nothing that crazy. Now, let's talk about institutional ownership. So when it comes to this institutional ownership, the company is 85% institutional ownership, which is wonderful. We're gonna put this as amazing. Now, let's talk about the charts, right? The where being the most important part. The reality is, guys, this is one of those tickers which will give us dip buying opportunities, and I would rather just wait for the dip, right? Because this is the thing you gotta understand, right? Either you want to play this as a breakout or you want to play it as a dip buying opportunity. This is the number one mistake I see a lot of traders make, is that they buy when the stock is kind of in this gray zone, right? There are two types of traders, all right? And this is kind of the yin and the yang that they deal with every single day, right? You're either playing the breakout or you're buying the dip. If you're playing the breakout, all right, you're buying a stock that is more expensive because you're buying it pretty much at the top, a breakout, right? But you're trading with the trend and the trend is behind you and things are going your way, and more likely than not, if you time it correctly, you can actually make money from it, right? Because it's going up, okay? Breakout trader, right? On the other hand, you have a dip buyer trader, someone who's waiting for the stock to get extremely cheap, dirt cheap, and then they go ahead and they open a position in it. That is a dip buyer, okay? You don't want to be buying in the middle. Right now, at this level, it hasn't really picked a range. It doesn't know whether it wants to come back down and test maybe 15, right? It doesn't know whether it wants to go back and rip all the way upwards of 20. It yet doesn't know. So allow the stock to first pick a direction and then go ahead and trade it. Now, we're going to be trading this in our own trading community every single day, right, from here on out, because it is going to give us a lot of trading opportunities. If you guys are interested in trading alongside us every single day, check out our private community, guys. Right now, we're the only community out there that offers a 2 weeks free trial and a 30 days money back guarantee. And right now, for the holiday season, guys, we brought back our massive sale, the biggest sale we've ever had. Next 10 members, 50% discount. Let me just show you what it looks like real quick. So we give you access to day trade alerts, swing alerts, option alerts, lessons, one-on-one access, Q&A, everything like that. And this is what our alerts look like. Let me just go to a swing alert, for example. So, this is our ASST alert. This is from December 3rd, give or take. So if you take a look, I said ASST buy at 102, right? Our exit price is 116, and we also told you how many shares. So let's see what ASST is trading at right now. I don't think this position is doing too shabby, but again, that is a swing trade which we are planning on holding for multiple days. So if you take a look at ASST right now, it did peak at 96 cents, give or take-ish, but I am very bullish on this ticker, on ASST, right? So this is what I look at. We give it an entry, we give it a ticker, we give it an exit, we give it a stop loss. We also tell you how many shares to buy in your portfolio. So for example, we say 200 shares in a 10K account. We always use a $10,000 account as a benchmark. So let's say you have a 50K account, you go ahead and you buy, 50 shares. Let's say you have a 30K account, you go out and you multiply this by 3. Let's say you have a 50K account, you multiply by 5. 100K, multiply by 10. Simple and easy. And we've been crushing it, man. Day in, day out, we've been crushing it, right? People are coming back, day trading alongside us, swing trading alongside us every single day. And literally today, look, Ron says, another great day. Thank you, ProTrader and Bullpick. Great calls today. Hope to have another great one tomorrow. 7% of his portfolio today. Beautiful. The options crew also killed it today. The real Art Art says, learned a lot from Sam's group. Glad I joined. I used to lose all the time. 6 for 6 on Seattle. Thanks, Sam and team. Beautiful. 752 bucks over here. This morning, CTX, we made a kill on it. CTX, hope the rest of the team, hope the rest of the week goes well like this. Thank you both for all your guidance as I was in this crazy stock. $12,000. Bang. A-Trade says, beautiful scout on the MTA pump. Thanks for putting it back on my Bullpick is another mentor alongside myself. Again, Bullpick and A-Trade. Thank you for cooking in and out after the shitty job. Thanks, everyone. Good luck. Good luck to everyone, or rather. 467 bucks off of CTX. We played CTX today. And this is now Friday. If you take a look over here, PLRZ, we made some good gains. YYI, we made some good gains. Aster on Friday says, today I want to share the profits as a member of this group. I'm very amazed by the service of these people. So good and appreciative of their work, like Sam Bullpick, I want to say that you have to be patient and why you still be, maybe you guys can pause it, but he brought in 34,000 GBP. 34,000 GBP. Do you understand? Like, this British pounds, guys, all right? For you Americans, the GBP bodies your freaking currency, all right? Okay, $313. Cheers, Sam, and more purchases to come. $39 over here for Eugene. So we have big winners, small winners, you name it, we got it, man. And, we have people from all walks of life. We have freaking multi-millionaires, and then we have people who, have theirs bringing in $27. Again, right, a win is a win, and you can't, the best you can do is just be happy with it, all right? My bags are full this week. Big Beast, thanks for the assist. Crushing it, man. Crushing it, Dan. Weepo Man says 7 trial days down, 7 to go. Open a new broker account to track this Discord alerts. And if this keeps up, I want to become a paid member. Thank you. 8,000 or 6,000 past week. Again, these are the other mentors alongside myself. Sammy Boy, great shares all around. I can't get ready for me, start out. These are just from the day trade alerts and swing alerts. Past 5 days, 1,600 bucks. Beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. We've been crushing it. Listen, give it a shot, okay? Again, there's a reason we have over 400 members coming back. 2 weeks free trial, 30 days money back guarantee. We're the only community that does the 2 weeks free trial and 30 days money back guarantee. Now you may say, Sam, oh, Jimmy does 2 weeks trial. This guy does 2 weeks trial. Yeah, they do a 2 weeks trial, but who does the 30 days money back guarantee? Nobody. You know why? Because they want you to join. They want you to forget you signed up. They want your card to get charged, and they say, haha, gotcha. That's not how we operate. We literally give you time afterwards to reflect back on the transaction and go, did I make money here? If I didn't make money, let me just get my refund. That's it. All right. Anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Have us in trading. Your boy Sam from Club Academy.